Once again, there's Tel Aviv. And to put it into perspective, here we are at Jaffa. You guys, those fishing poles are really long, unbelievably long. And the beautiful part about this is, of course, that I'll be returning here at the end of the trip. So it's nice to be here, not feeling the pressure that I have to see everything this minute today. That. This is all being kind of restored. He's got something on there.
קפה בבקשה, קפה בבקשה. يا جرسون واحد سادة وواحد اسملي. ايوه يا جرسون. شنو بدك؟ تبدي. انا من غزة. بابا دخلني يا اخي. حبيبي انا كده. حبيبي انت؟
Again in Jaffa, you can rent a kayak here or take a tour of the boat harbor. A lot of things are being restored. And in the midst of the restoration, of course, they've got a archaeological dig. You can see on that sign it says Israel Antiquities Authority, and they've excavated down, found a stairway, and it's in process, digging right there in Jaffa. Walking in around the upper part of Old Jaffa, around I don't know, St. Peter's Cathedral, and there's a monastery here and all kinds of things. I'm looking for Simon the Tanner's house where Peter stayed. I haven't found it yet. You watch my step, I guess. I'm gonna trip on something. That bright light kind of obscures everything in here, but there, now I can see a little better. Supposedly Simon the Tanner's. I'm not sure if that's graffiti or if that's... I'll take a closer look. There's a pomegranate in that tree, and I wish there was some way I could make it fall down. This is at the aqueduct at Caesarea. Very beautiful beach. So of course I just did like everyone else and parked my stuff in the shade of a swimming prohibited sign and went snorkeling. Lots of fun. Here I am, Caesarea. This is in Caesarea National Park. That looks like something that they've been excavating. we're at Caesarea National Park still. Caesarea. They're excavating it. Alright, here we are. We're still at Caesarea. Love this place. It's just amazing to be able to see this. Snorkeling in there. Go snorkeling in the bay and see the broken columns of the old buildings and stuff in the water. Just fabulous. Gonna try and find the Roman theater. Now I haven't quite found it yet, so let's see if I can dig up a picture of that. Here's the Roman amphitheater, and it looks like they're set up to use it for a concert or something. There's chairs set up down there and lighting, and seems kind of strange.
And these are all lintels and
this is Hof HaCarmel Forest, essentially I guess Mount Carmel. It's really popular for off-road mountain biking. And there's a place nearby what looked like they were renting. I stopped in a garden center and looked like they were renting bikes. So I guess there's trails coming down all over the mountain, and they get bikes and do a little off-road. So here I am at Mount Carmel. Bananas growing. You can see there's a great big flower at the bottom and then a clump of bananas. And the big blue thing is a riper bananas that they're ripening up, I guess. They put a big blue bag over the whole clump until they ripen. Okay, I'm in the Nahal Cave. I just was driving along and I came across this kind of interesting national park. And since I got my green card for the national parks, I decided to come on in. Had to climb up about 3,000 steps, I think, to get in. The rocks are full of old fossils and stuff. It's really kind of interesting to see that. Now I have to correct myself. This is the real Mount Carmel. It's a little bigger deal than that first one, but I think this whole area is known as, everything's got Carmel in the name. There's lots of caves up here, it looks like. This is Haifa. I think it's the city that tells the truth about this country. There's lots of very wrecked and derelict buildings. And some effort to repair things, but just spotty here and there, and the rest is left to decay. Here is the alleged site of Elijah's cave. I think I'm not going to make the trek up there. It's a little hot. I'll take a picture from here. And this is the cable car that goes up to Mount Carmel. Unfortunately, I would be riding it, except it's, I guess it was KO'd in the war, last year, I believe. So, unfortunately, it's not available, and I'm not even going to bother riding the subway. They have the only subway in Israel here, and it takes you from downtown up to the top level of Haifa, which is a city in 3 levels, and you kind of need to you kind of need to have a train pull you up there. And here's the beach. A lot of big freighters out there. Maybe I'll see if I can find a way to get down there. It looks inviting. Another view of Haifa. And a man fishing with those long poles. Well, after much soul searching, I decided to ride my bike over to the Sea of Galilee, and here we are. We're about 15 kilometers now from the hostel. I'm still in Karesh. Just coming into this town of Tiberias, and here's the whole panorama of the Sea of Galilee. This is Capernaum, and they've built this church, kind of suspended it right over what they think is Peter's house in Capernaum. And then there's a lot of old remains here of buildings and whatnot all. Don't know what all. I'll have to look around a bit and see. And it looks like there's another little church over there. The sign says the late 4th century AD white synagogue built on the remains of the synagogue of Jesus. This is in Capernaum. And again, there's the part of the town, I guess, and that church that's built suspended over it. Well, it's just unbelievable to see this, really. Capernaum. A couple of tour groups here too. Ta-da! There's all the little cottage sukkahs, they call them. Little tabernacles for the Feast of Tabernacles. It's an Orthodox neighborhood. Very interesting.
Yeah.
It's a movie, so it'll just keep. That sign says Qumran, which is where the Dead Sea Scrolls were found. And if you look up into those hills, you can see there's caves there, and I think the real one is just behind that. oryx tree. You can see a cave up on the hill there. I don't think I'm going to ride up there because I might be pinched for time getting down to Masada. So the Dead Sea's over there, and in between there's covered, something growing under cover, maybe grapes. It's organic. Here I am having the worst day of my life and loving it. And as you can see, it's starting to get dusky. And that is my destination, so I'm nearly there. I've done 94K so far today. It looks like maybe it'll be another one at least. And this is Masada, and I'm hoping that my hostel is the lower one of those two buildings, not the higher one. So I'm on my way, racing the sun. This is the view we look out at Masada from the hostel. I'm just out in the courtyard, but that's kind of the basic view from my little window. And here's the beautiful swimming pool, which has got a nice big shade thing at one end. Looks really nice. And it's up against the mountain. Courtyard by the swimming pool.
¿Qué es? Grabando esto, ¿no? Un momentito.
Oye, ¿qué pasa? ¿Que tú por atrás no piensas nada? Pues por atrás vas a envejecer y por adelante no. No piques los ojos, que no te casi de cabeza, tío. Es como mejor es estarse rápido. Al bar. 100 metros por la orilla. Oh. Pica las piernas ahora. Pica todo.
¿Vas a verte morena por primera vez?
Sí.
¿Eh?
Un poquito bronceada.
Sí, porque...
¿Has oído? Luis ya... Lo de Luis limpio es el crónico.
¿Qué pasó?
Con el barro, tío, que tienes un amor al barro.
Afecta.
Te afecta. Hay lo que te afecta.
Mira.
Oh shoot, I can't tell what's on or not. This is the Dead Sea, and as you can see, all these rocks are just encrusted with salt. And over here there's pits of that black mud, and people come over here to get mud to put on them. And this is the main little swimming beach right here. I'm not at the spa, I'm just at the free beach. There's a guy out there floating. I'm climbing the stairs I'm just about at the base of where you go up to Masada, and that's the guest house at Masada where I'm staying. And beyond you can see all the area of the sinkholes. It's really very amazing to see the land just sinking away into holes and leaving these kind of hoodoos. There's the Dead Sea back there. So we're taking the cable car up Masada, and there's the other car coming down to meet us. How long does it take to ride up? up here, and you can see there are a few people walking up from down there. This is the trail that Stock did in 27 minutes. Mr. Show-Off. There is again his Masada, or the hostel, Masada, and the Dead Sea. And all those the sinkholes. I hope they come out on this camera because they're really very dramatic. This is the old commandant's residence. See, that little bird just whistled at me. Can't tell what I'm taking here. And here's why it's a World Heritage Site. Just amazing. Okay, here I am at the top of Masada, and there's the cable car, and you can see the Dead Sea over there. Even on the map it looks like that, with the sort of the land joining up in a series of strips of land across the water. It's got like a delta, and there is the hostel down there where I'm staying, and you can see I don't know if you can see it, but there's one of the camps that belong to this. All the little archaeological sites you can see from up here where they're digging up the camps where the soldiers were, and there's all the sinkholes between here and the Dead Sea that make a really interesting landscape. Here I am on top of Masada. I'm almost nervous standing here, but close to the edge of the wall, but I hope to get a shot of myself. And that's all. Here I am. I'm descending the stairs into the southern cistern, I guess where they stored water. It's just amazing. Just amazing. And then the stairs go up to the opening. The view from the dining room at the hostel in Eilat, and that's the Red Sea and the hills of Jordan, if you can make them out over there.